Well, hi there. I think it's important to be welcoming to anyone who might be viewing the view on demand. Hello, Twitch, who are tardy, and YouTube, who I haven't yet figured out the easiest, best way to multicast. In time, perhaps, I will stream to both platforms at the same time. Ooh, it'll be like science. Hi, this is my latest character. My fourth character in the league. The other three are 86, 86, and 91 are their levels. This one is level 56, getting close to being the fourth character who will be using the exact same 6-link. What can I say? It's as close as I can get to the right colors on a 6-link. I can either have optimal 5-link or optimal and one suboptimal 6-link. So, yeah, we're going to go with that second thing. So, and that needs level 60, and this needs level 62. And I think this will be a big improvement in the damage I'm doing. So, we'll see. But right now, I need to continue leveling up. Good evening to whomever has joined me. I hope your Friday is starting off the weekend in just the right way. Well, actually, it can't be. You're watching me. Just the right way would be maybe winning a lottery. That would be good. And we are detonating dead. So first we lay corpses on the ground and then we make them explode, which is, even for a fantasy game, that's a pretty twisted thing to be doing. I mean, it's pretty solidly messed up. Thought I saw something coming through. It's possible I was a little overreacting, and there wasn't actually anything there. Aha, but they were lulling me into a false sense of security. I have a couple of gems that I should have been leveling up that I wasn't, so now I have started leveling them up for what is theoretically the end game build. Mine will not be optimal because I don't have a decent 6-link. Well, I've got a decent 6-link. I don't have a good 6-link. I don't have the right sockets on my 6-link. But it's not bad. One of the nice things you can do with it is you can sort of cascade your Splodies and blow up things as they keep coming to you, which is very thoughtful of them to line up in a nice orderly fashion to get blowed up. So I have a number of 5 links, because I hunted down all the 5 links I've got. And the other 6-link armor, their 6-link armor I've got, sadly, is corrupted. And has nothing close to the right gems. Whereas my already existing, honest to God, real 6-link has 5 of the links I need, and I can make a decent 6th link. Just don't have much in the way of high quality dex armor. And theoretically, the optimal build for DD wants 3 green. So it's going to have to settle for 2 green, 2 red, and 2 blue. A slight damage loss, to be sure, but, you know, one cannot have... Oh, I have gone completely the wrong way. I constantly forget this because my standard approach to going through maps is a specific sort of route that I generally take. And for most maps in PoE, it works just fine. Not on this one. You're burning, dude. You're burning. Oh, you're dead. Oh, and you had a bug on you. I really hate the mobs that drop the poison-spitting bugs. I hate them so much. And this isn't going right either. All right. I don't think this is the way, but I have to know for sure. I was wrong. This is the way. There we go. All right. I did have to know for sure, because it was right. Good evening. Just Talk TV. Hope your Friday's going awesome. I'll try not to ruin it. But no promises, seriously. I mean... So, 4 more levels, and we get our links. 6 more levels, and we get the weapon that motivated me to track down a DD build. I have already dined. I moved my entire schedule up when I started streaming to make sure that I could hit primetime East Coast. So I eat lunch at about 10 and then dinner at about 4 my time. And then I start streaming at 5 my time, 8 p.m. Eastern. The sacrifices I make. Not really much of a sacrifice. And for me tonight, dinner was some pork buns. Chashu baos. And then, because of course it's traditional, I immediately followed it with a dessert of a couple of snickerdoodles. Ancient Chinese recipe snickerdoodles. Totally not making that up out of complete bullshit. I promise. I don't know how popular it is. It exists here, not in very large numbers. The one thing I found that I actually liked enough to go out of my way to go to California Pizza Kitchen a few times is their Tuscan hummus. I think I've tried their frozen once, but I don't remember. I haven't eaten much frozen pizza for years. Used to eat it pretty regularly. Would you die? Thank you. Stop shooting things at me. That's just mean. And rude. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to throw things at people? God. These people all born in a barn? Chaos Orb. Gotta grab them all. Get in there. So, my memory of eating their pizzas in the restaurant, I only know of one of them around here, was that the pizza was fine. Not especially noteworthy, but then I am a fan of kind of off, odd, weird combo pizzas. And a lot of theirs were that kind of thing. But I was a big fan of specifically the Tuscan hummus appetizer. I expect, like most, at least big city places, you're far more likely to find a good local pizza joint than wanting to go with the chains. Just as a general rule. And certainly I'm not going to knock you for buying frozen food. I've got a freezer full of it. Some of it I eat far more regularly than I probably should. But tonight it was pork buns. They are a weakness for me. For a number of years, while going to college, I would get off BART. That's the Bay Area Rapid Transit. That's basically the subway system, more or less, for the Bay Area. Would you stop with your rude throwing of things at me? I would get off BART and go up the escalator, and there'd be a little kiosk a guy set up every day where he sold Chinese food. And I would get 3 pork buns for 35 cents each. I'm old. So $1 and a nickel. Actually, I normally give him $1 and a quarter. Had him keep the change. Big tipper, huh? That's almost 20%. And that was my lunch. And my breakfast. $700. Reduce mana cost. That's probably better. Yeah. Oh, nothing. That's funny. Okay, we'll try that again. There we go. That's actually functioning now. I'm now clicking correctly. Good evening, fat body. And I hope your Friday evening is kicking ass and heading into a fun-filled weekend leading up to New Year's. Look, you little dicks. Stop. We've got beasts. Good, Einar. You capture him and take him. Good call, Einar. That Einar. He definitely knows what he's doing. Excellent. I approve of great days. In fact, I insist you have more great days. All of your days henceforth should be great. Whom do I have to speak to get that to happen? Well, at least one of those guys was a beast. As in, actually, a in-game beast. Not that he was, like, beastly tough or something. He was a... Einar took care of him. It's fine. Way to go, Einar. Where are we going now? Here. And then life wheel. Because we need more life. Mind you, I'm in Act 6, and theoretically by Act 6 you want a life and energy shield total of about 1,800, and I'm currently at 3,300. So I'm in pretty good shape life-wise. Plus, I have a lot of regen. And yet, I've still almost died a few times. And I believe it's 3 more levels, and I start wearing my same old 6 link for the 4th character in a row. And 2 more levels after that, I get to try out the big fire-friendly staff I have waiting for me. So far, this build has been a little bit underwhelming. But I'm not running... I'm running sort of premature endgame stuff. So it's not optimized and won't be until hopefully next level. Or 3 levels from now, it should be. It should reach its... It should be a fully armed and operational battle station at that point. And it's raining out now. Yesterday was a very nice day here in the South Bay as we cracked 69 degrees. I know, nice. In this case, actually weather-wise, quite nice. Also, semi-legally obliged to say the word nice every time anyone says 69. We have another yellow beast waiting for us. Oh, this one's got churning claws. Arch nemesis mob. Freaking hate him. Off you go, little beast! Away! And greetings to you. Shadowing 2019, I'm going to assume not the year of your birth. I'm going to go with the year you started your Twitch account. If it's the year of birth, I will be duly surprised and impressed. we've got the red beast. Uh-oh, that's rather more of them than I wanted to have to deal with. Ow! Oh my god, and it's those... Had to be the freaking... Did we finish him? We did, okay. It had to be the goddamn porcupines, didn't it? You could be a time traveler. Which would probably actually be even more impressive when you think about it. Hi, Nessa, you treasonous woman. Well, actually, we are all time travelers. We're all traveling into the future at the rate of 1 second per second.
Thank you, my new sister. I shall always treasure your company.
And of course, time is, in this way, is relative because there is no single frame of reference. So, to someone in another star system somewhere, it's not necessarily 1 per 1. Due to time dilation. I gotta blow his ass up right now. So long, dude. Got him. That would be 2.5% the speed of light. If I'm traveling at 2.5% of the speed of light, time is compressed for me. And therefore, if I were to come back at that same speed, you would have aged. You would have traveled into the future at 1 second per second. I would have traveled into the future at a much slower pace. I'm confusing myself. Not that that actually requires much. I sin. What can we get rid of here? That for sure. That and that. Anything else that we are interested in? Not especially. You doubted me, Whalem Roth? You foolish man. Right. That is certainly correct. Time is purely a local observational phenomenon.
Turn your back for the unafraid. Journey well.
And Alva wants to talk to me. Hi, Alva. How you doing? As am I. I started it yesterday. Detonate Dead. Right now it's in sort of a janky middle place. But in a couple... Oh, another Ash Collar. Having 2 of these, dual-wielding Ash Collar made leveling very, very fast indeed. With both of them adding 22 to 42 fire damage to spells. Made things really quick. Oh, that's one of the new ones? What does the Burning Arrow of Vigor do differently than the regular vanilla Burning Arrow? Because I was doing Lightning Arrow in my last build, the one that was nuking that crap out of almost everything. Oh, scales off life. Mathel was doing a life scaling build. I think Reap is what he was doing, and he was over 20k life. And had, like, his chest, his boots, and maybe his gloves all full of empty red sockets. Because he gets more life. Was using an item that gave him more life per empty red socket. Which was really strange. But it was working for him. He finished a bunch of the endgame content today. Was then going to start on his next build. Well, the passives, I know, it's like 50% elemental resists for if your chest has empty, all sockets are empty. It was 30% movement on the boots, and I think 25% life on the gloves. I think those are the numbers. I think. Might have been elemental, might have been the head. Yeah. No linked sockets. Because I know that the passive was if the boots, yeah, okay, gloves. 25% life on gloves, okay. And boots was movement speed. That one I remember for sure. And one of them was elemental resist. That I can't remember if it was body or head. And I don't remember what the fourth one was at all. Right, but he was comboing it with something that gave him like 40 life per empty red socket on his gear. I don't remember what it was. I don't think I'd ever seen the unique before he was using for that. Gotcha. Right, defenses. One of the things I like about GGG is they're willing to try and mix it up and see what happens with certain things. Most of the time, they're going to be underpowered, but every once in a while, something overpowered is going to sneak through, and they're willing to put up with that. And I think that's good, engaging design. Players enjoy that kind of thing. Untouched Soul, that sounds right. All right, let's go in to this hidden patch of exposure. Exposure? I think it was exposure. So I have decided that definitely I need to do casting speed as the benchcraft on my staff. As while I'm sure more damage out of damage from damage over time. Oh, this thing. Would be great. The casting speed, I think, is such a quality of life difference that I absolutely want that. I don't remember which one Pledge of Hands is. Hidden patch of exposure. I guess I went in there and exposed myself? Let's just pretend I didn't say that. Okay? Okay. I did manage to 6 socket and 5 link that staff. Yeah, I remember Pledge of Hands as a staff, but I don't remember the goodies on it. I'm big on... I've always enjoyed playing staffs for whatever reason. Maybe I'm a caster at heart. And every caster wants to use staves or staves. By the way, sometimes they spell it staves and sometimes they spell it staffs on the skill tree. Hi, Alva. All right, new incursions. Incursions, breach or chest of weapons. Breach, I guess. Something. Please, GGG, make it so the game stops when we're talking to an NPC. Please, it's such bullshit. You've done it for at least one league, or maybe more than one. Just make it a fucking thing. Please. Thank you. Top and bottom, I think. Top and then bottom. No, we didn't quite kill them all. But she says I did a good job. So I am gratified.
Good to see you survived your first incursion.
Okay. Oh, we've got another Alva. See, we're back to time traveling again. Alva is a time traveler. The Cellar. Increase resistances by giving them chests of armor or increasing the speed of monsters, but upgrades one random adjacent connected room. Alright, bottom and then top left. Let's go. There we go, bottom and top left achieved. Not quite as optimal at murdering things as some of the other builds, but hey, you know. They can't all be instant mega murder machines, although I'm not quite sure why not. Missed a few. They're going to get away. Well, they'll warn the others not to mess with me. Alright, we want to find the third Alva. Now we're kind of committed. So we're going to scour the map to find more Alva. Burn, baby, burn. Alva. Nope, that's not Alva. Smuggler's Cache. Looking for Alva. Alva! Okay. Must be down here. There she is. Hi, Alva. I was looking for you everywhere. Oh, and a delirium mirror. Now that we're almost completely done with the map. I guess we skipped the delirium. Ah, it's just the 6 links. I mean, I've gotten 3 of them this league. I've only had 1 ever before that was usable. I had 2 in the past. First time I linked one, and then a 6 link corrupted that was essentially useless. Ooh, vault? Well, why yes, I would like more currency items in my vault. Thank you. Top, bottom left. Would you freaking die? What we wanted was up here, though. There we go. Wanted to make sure we got that, and then we'll just kill what we can in the time we've got left. She said I did a good job. I think she kind of digs me. All right. Now we continue on our merry way. This way. This way. It will be interesting to see what PoE 2 does with their new linking system, if it's still going to be as kind of abusive of the player base. We're here. We need more life and stuff. I mean, it's not difficult for the pros who really know what they're doing with the game to get 6 links. But a more casual player like me, it's a big freaking deal. 95 to 98% of my in-game play has been on a 5 link. And as evidence of that, this will be my 6th build using the same 6 link. Now, mind you, none of my builds were designed to use the 6 link. I've managed to make do. 2 of the 4 builds, or 3 of the 4 builds, will not be using optimal builds. I'll have a suboptimal link in there somewhere. Simply because I can't get exactly the right links. I've got good, but not optimal. As an example, I can't remember what I was using on the lightning arrow build. It was supposed to be returning projectiles, and I had to settle for a straight single target damage gem, support gem. Which worked out fine for the single target stuff. It wasn't like I had any problem with clear either. Bonk. I'm trapped in the wilderness, all alone. Oh, assholes. I got one of the biles taken care of. I think I got him. I got him. But there ought to be a prize for clicking on the thing when you're done. Yeah, you should just get some fat loot from them. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't have to be a lot, but, you know, it ought to be something. I mean, other than more yellow juice. $1,500 yellow juice, a little bit of blue juice. It's fine. This is an in-transit map anyway. Have I mentioned how much I hate the mobs that when they die throw off little poison-spitting asshole mobs of their own? I hate them so much. You can see, I think, why I'm going to go with the casting speed. The Forbidden Sanctum. Yeah, I don't have a book. As the casting is not feeling snappy right now. So the quality of life, I think, will be more important than the slight, well, maybe not even slight, the significant increase in damage I would get by damage over time multi. Down we go into the crypt. I misclicked. Down we go into the crypt again. It was so much fun. I just wanted to give you the thrill of us going down into the crypt a second time. Because it's exciting. Okay, this is not good. I'm not real pleased with the way this is going right now, gotta say. I did not like him. I'm fairly certain he was hasted. Why aren't you dead yet? Some of these guys are just kind of jerks. Have you guys noticed? We're over 1,000 purple now. That's a lot of purple juice. These bad guys taste grape. I have to find to defeat the Black Morrigan for the next couple of spec points. And I think I may end up having to change the spec if I want to, depending on how much I end up playing this character. As while I love the extra space, boy do I love the extra storage space. Almost 2,000. That's a lot of purple juice. Stop with the summoning of the frogs. Uh, 2,300 is a lot of purple juice. Oh boy, and we've got more looking around we can do. What is the red? Is that him or is that the worst thing? Oh, that thing is fucking nightmare. I'm gonna die here for sure. I survived an encounter? That agony thing has annihilated me every single time I've seen it in the past. So this may be my first death on this character. Did I actually finish? No, there's still something pulsing red out there. I'm not doing much damage to it. I doubt I can run, but I am going to try. Anytime now, if I could get the exit, that would be just peachy keen. Thank you. Mind you, that's 3,000 purple. This is going to be bad. So, the horrible thing of agony in there didn't kill me for the first time. That's the first time it hasn't killed me. Every other time I've seen it, it basically insta-killed me. But I've given everything in here 3,000 purple juice. Well, not everything in here. It's random. Actually, I'm not sure how that works. If it doles out 3,000 points to various mobs in various amounts, or if it doles out 3,000 points each to various mobs. Don't know. Yep, that one's empowered. But I want to kill it because it might have good loot. It might. It didn't, but it might. One of those purples is... Spiders is purple. One of those purples is spider. One of my Englishes is not like the other. One of my Englishes doesn't belong. Really annoying, awful, freaking wraiths that those things spawn upon death. Not a fan of them either. You may have noticed I'm not a fan of a great many things. Okay. Back to town. That thing of agony, though, that's the first time I've ever not immediately died to it, so I consider that a win. Didn't look like I was doing much damage to it, though. Which kind of takes the shine off the not dying a little bit. But definitely better than actually dying, so. At worst, an incomplete victory. There are a couple pieces of gear I still need to find improvements on. Frankly, 240 energy shield is a lot. And so I'm kind of okay with still wearing this. I've got something to turn into Whalem. Me locket! His locket. And accept. Good. I can figure these things out, given sufficient time. There's a I didn't realize that Rejuve Totem had a Vol version. I'm not sure it needed a Vol version. There we are. Cold Snap. Alright, and now we're off to the Chamber of Sins. Or as I call it, my bedroom. Just kidding. Ow! Those things hit really quite hard. On the other hand, I don't have much in the way of evasion or armor right now. So it's not surprising that things that hit me hit quite hard. Maybe I should try standing in different locations. Nah. Can't be my fault. It's gotta be the game. It tried to get away, but I was having none of it. Burn, baby, burn. Bears, bears, bears. Hi, Silk. Moo! Mm-mm. I don't even call it standing in the fire. I call it standing in the poo, because it's not always fire, but it's always some kind of poo. And actually, since I'm making things explode and setting them on fire, I kind of want them to do stand in the fire. How you doing, Moo? That's not going to be the way we want to go then, is it? And it's not just your regular magical, you know, I throw balls of fire. No, no. I summon bodies and then make the bodies explode. That's a little psycho, I mean, even for a fantasy game. I hope it's been awesome there for you. And of course, it'll be awesome here waiting for you. Everyone's been wondering. All the awesome people have been saying, where's Moo? I have had people from all over the world watching my stuff lately. A couple of Swedes. And now Taiwan. I'm trying to figure out about what time it is there. Early afternoon? Internet connection replaced here. Severe packet loss issues. Well, that just means you have a non-deterministic teleport mechanism, right? This guy just keeps vanishing and reappearing. He must be cheating. Yeah, that can't be fixed. Time travel. I suggest time travel. Not for the first time tonight that I have suggested time travel might be involved. He's going to burn out. Ow. Note to self, don't stand still when he's doing his little wind-up trick. That was not optimally done in any way, form, or fashion by yours truly. Actually, that kind of sucked. Well, I hope at least when they get the winning play of the game, you get to watch yourself from the guy who's shooting you point of view. Yeah, at a certain point, I guess you should have just said, I think I'll play some Baldur's Gate 3. And let's go down into the Chamber of Sins level 2. For those of us who really, really know how to sin. And I do. I really know a lot about sinning. I've read about it extensively. Occasionally looked at some pictures. Did I say that out loud? Death Must Die looks good. Name rings a bell, but I've been playing a game called Death Must Die. Like I said, the name rings a bell, but I can't like place anything about it other than I know it exists. Well, I've only bought one thing on the Steam summer sale so far. I haven't played it yet. Horizon Zero Dawn. Ah, okay. I may have actually watched that getting played. There are a couple of Vampire Survivor alikes that have improved on the game by adding additional depth mechanics. So I may have seen Death Must Die, because I've watched, one of the streamers I watch pretty regularly has been playing a lot of those kind of games. They're right up his alley. He's also a PoEer, one Ziggy D. You are not enthusing me, sir. Please enthuse me. The other one I'll probably be picking up is Hogwarts Legacy. But we've got days left in the sale. What is this guy's problem? Oh, he's got those freaking things. He's a jerk. Not sure if that's a arch nemesis mod or not, but frickin' hate it regardless. Well, I do love crawling around in brushes and plants in the real life, so no, actually I don't. In my youth, I had to do gardening chores. I was not a fan of that. I will in particularly note that silver dollar eucalyptus is the devil. And I did it again. I clicked. There we go. My point I tried to explain to my father is, why should we clean up the silver dollar eucalyptus leaves when they don't decay? Just leave them here for the next house owner. He did not appreciate my humor, my wit.
One less twisted.
Let's see. How about carnal boots? Because how can you say no to carnality? We just left the Chamber of Sin, so of course we need carnal boots. Because you wouldn't believe what's on the floor of the Chamber of Sin. I mean, wow. It's actually not bad.
Go with courage.
Ten orbs of alteration. We are at 59 and about a third. At 60, we swap over to the end game, more or less. 6-link. We're getting so close, we can almost taste it. Tastes a little chalky. Oh, sure. How about we go back into the Wildwood? Oh, hey, they're glad to see me. What a bunch of jerks, man. I can't even get started and they're already all over me. Okay, no purple that way. No. Oh, we got moats. We have moats. We have some purple moats. Not much in the way of moatage. Blue moats. I'd rather have the blue moats, as I have an open slot for, but have not yet found a decent charm. There are those who would say I have no charm at all. And in this particular case, they would be accurately assessing the situation. I have no charms. Hopefully I can buy one from her. That is good for my build. Get some more of the currency there, which is the blue, tasty blue dots. Attack hits. I don't attack. Increased life regeneration. It's okay. 11% chance to gain phasing for 4 seconds on kill. Banner skills have no reservation. Well, that one's not bad, at least. I can use the phasing. Wouldn't be bad, but the others are pretty crap. There we go. And I now have... I have some charm, guys. Really limited amount of charm. Not a great charm, but okay. Oh, sure. We'll just grab some more yellow juice here before we head out. Kill more jerks, because jerk killing never gets old. And back into the den. Oops, more yellow. Okay, we're over 500. No, I have seen the 1% life, ES, and mana on kill. And my other character, I have one that was really good. I don't remember what the second thing was. I think it might have been the 1%. But it was also a cull on crit. And it's a crit build, so cull on crit is freaking great if you're running a crit build. And I was. Free culls all around. Yes, the overkill damage seems really good to me too. Mind you, I'm not sure how that would work on something like an Ignite build, you know, where things burn to death. My assumption would be whatever the overkill is on the last tick. But I don't even know if that would hold true. I think that's a dead end, yeah. Yeah, was it 8%? I thought I saw somewhere 10%. He just didn't want to die. But then, who amongst us does? I thought I saw 10%, but I may be misremembering. You know, when you get old, your memory, it kind of, what were we talking about again? Those things are remarkably annoying. Of course, the same's been said about me. It'll be interesting to see how it feels in another half a level when it is more or less running the real build. I can't tell you how much I hate that fucking skill. Not because it's deadly or dangerous, it's just because it's so fucking loud and annoying. It's so completely out of keeping with almost all the rest of the sound effects in this stupid game. Prox bubble thing that moves so fast you can't get in and stay in the prox bubble. I don't totally hate that. Sorry, possible you may note that I actually do totally hate that. Well, just in case we die, let's go ahead and drop a little portal. All fall down. Hi, Sin. How you doing? Let's see. The latest is physical damage taken over time when moving, and moving while bleeding doesn't cause you to take extra damage. Well, no, not that one. No. I guess we'll go with that one for now. Because when we hit 60, we're also going to want to do our next tier. Ascension, second tier. Really quick, back to town, sell some crap. rain, 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 rain. Which is fine. It's not like I had big plans for going out and, running a marathon. Or even driving a marathon. I want more life. And energy shield. I'm currently at almost 3,700 combined. But I bet my armor and evasion are both trash tier. If I'm lucky.
Yes, there's an Asmeri shrine.
Yes, yes, I killed your boyfriend. Checking the numbers, my defenses are 109 evasion and no armor at all, which is why I get hit a lot. Back to the northern forest. Oh, we have another alva. Something's hitting me rather hard. That thing, I suspect. A 5-link Labras. 6-socket, 5-link. Hi, Alva. How are you? Would you stop? That little asshole's done for now? No. God. Tombs. We can turn it into jewelry or explosives. Well, I think our odds of not needing the explosives are good. Let's go with jewelry. So we want to be top and top, but it doesn't really matter the second part. Top and top. Damn it. Not gonna make it. Didn't make it. Well, the second part didn't really matter. Little bastards. It's just such an unnecessary part of the annoyances they put into the game. They said that for PoE 2, the game will stop when you're in a conversation, and it'll also be stoppable by hitting escape. It's about fucking time. I take that as a tacit admission that, oh, yeah, us not designing the original that way was fucking stupid. Not that they'd want to, I don't know, fix it. Be interesting to see when PoE 2 comes out how much of the last few leagues design has just been PoE 2 design in disguise. Alright, let us drop Groost's necklace here. And yet, somehow, despite the fact that we do exactly what she wants us to do, and we're attacked by the undead. We don't apparently blame her for that. I'm not quite sure why. I blame her for that. And that is level 60, which means it's time for the big swap over. And we'll see how good the build may be. If it's not good, obviously it's not pilot error. It's the build designer's fault. I'm Exile, who is one of the best players in the world of this game and WoW. Really good. But it will be his fault, not mine, if it doesn't work great for me. Okay? Just wanted to be clear about that.
I feel I have failed.
Let's see. We got strength and dex, I think. Although it's a pretty weak number. No, Helena, this is not the same necklace you just gave me. It's another one that just looks very, very similar. And has the same stats.
Keep your life to your own.
I wouldn't lie about something like that. Well, here it is. Once again, you know it, you love it, for the 4th character in a row. Every character in this league has played with this 6-link. The links are Detonate Dead, Deadly well, I can't remember, Deadly or Swift, one of the two. Let's see. We are getting that, and that is theoretically 17 million. 17 million, 12 million. Or 17 million, I think it was 11 million. So it is Swift Affliction is the other green that will go on here. Also Ignite Prolif and Unbound Ailments. Ignite Prolif. Unbound Ailments. Burning damage and cruelty damage. Now, cruelty is not the standard. It's supposed to be another green gem, but I haven't got a green gem socket to spare. So we're using, yeah. Let's see, I don't need the summon. The lightning golem was just kind of getting used for convenience sake. Not Vol Detonate Dead. Regular flavored Detonate Dead. That's not the right one, I don't think. That's the right one. There we go. And I hope that number's not right. I'm going to drop this here for now. Drop this here. Double check that it's got everything it's supposed to. It has 5 links on it. It should do... That's right, it doesn't do much damage. It just does a shitload of burning. It sets things on very much fire. So it doesn't do a lot of damage. It ignites. What's my chance to ignite? It's only 30%. I've got to get more ignition on that somehow. Not sure why it's only 30. It should have been more. It says ignite damage. That doesn't seem right either. Okay, well, we're going to find out. How about that? How about we find out? Things should burn really fast. God damn it. It rearranged other stuff. I didn't even notice it arranged other stuff on my hotbars. There we go. Alright, now it's saying 12,000 now. That's a little better. Chance for knights 45%. 10,000 still seems low. But at least now it will correctly cast, I think. I should be surrounded by people who don't like me. Of course, I'm used to that. That's pretty much all the time. Not overly impressed right now, I have to say. I will repeat my standard complaint here about quest items going into our regular inventory being just another really shitty anti-player mechanic that is needlessly included. That thing should die a lot freaking faster. In a game where you're already incredibly strictly limited on your inventory, and they put quest items in there. Seems to me just to be an intentional extended middle finger to the player base. They do so much good design that I can't believe that the crappy stuff isn't intentional. That they have one or more devs who actively hate the players and want them to suffer. They think that the game isn't fun if the players aren't suffering. Oh, we have beasts. Einar, where the hell are you? Thank you. I think I know what part of the problem is. My build is currently built to scale other skills, as the +1s to fire skills are not really that important for this build. I think that's part of the issue, so I'll have to swap. On the other hand, I've got an item waiting for me at 62 that should work just fine. So I'll probably put up with this for another level and 2/3. Is that all 7? It is, and I need to find the mother. Is she the Dark Mother or something like that? Let's take care of her first if we can. I mean, it's not dreadful. It's just not very good right now. I definitely need to nab better items. Give me more just straight damage. Right now I'm using 2 items primarily for the +1 to level of all fire skill gems, but I don't think it scales well with this build. with the new and improved, updated. All right, we've got an abyss. Let's run it. He dropped a whole raft of mirrored stuff. Really, I could also do without mirrored stuff in this game. It's always garbage tier stuff. I'm not entirely sure as to why it's still in the game. I believe we go back to town. The grieving mother, that's what she's called. And another point. For me, where are we? We're over here. We're over here. We just finished off that. Where do we want to go next? We want next to go to Eldritch Battery, I think, right? Yeah, all the way straight up to Eldritch Battery. See, that's adding how much fire damage? Tier 5. I will do a quick little experiment to check on something. Spell damage, spell damage. Curious about this really quickly. This will just take a sec. So right now the ignite damage is 7 to 10k. And that drops it down, which I would expect. So we'll sell that.
Greetings.
Now for the more interesting question, which I expect will also drop it down, it is still at, 7 to 10. 7 to 10k. What if I yoink both of these? It's now down to 4.5 to 5.5. Or sorry, 6.5. So it looks like it's the percents. Plus ones are doing something, but not a lot. We need about another level and a half before we can use the new staff and see if I don't have to rethink my build. Nobody wants to rethink their build. Everyone just wants to think their build. Let's see. That adds cold and lightning damage to spells and increased damage over time while dual wielding, which I'm not doing. Damage over time, mind damage, two-handed melee. Damage over time. Its damage over time is about the same as damage over time multiplier. I'm not sure. Should be. That doesn't mean it is. There it is. Fire damage over time multiplier. Critical strike multiplier with cold skills. That doesn't help. Poison duration on you. Okay, well, 2 of those are really good things. So it is damage over time modifier, not damage over time. Damage over time multiplier, I should say. Fire damage over time multiplier. Mind damage. Attack speed. Poison duration. Just drives me nuts. The stuff that it's so random. You get 4 affixes and no 2 of them apply to the same build. It irks me. Cold damage over time. Fire damage over time. Attack speed with axes. And shock. Damage over time multiplier. That's a good start. Don't suppose we actually want to give us anything good for the second one, would you? No. Increased damage with axes. Thank you. That's exactly not what I was looking for. How do they keep... Fire damage over time. Minions, minions, minions. Damage over time. Damage over time with bows. Damage over time while holding a shield. That's attack damage. Sorry. And then fire damage over time multiplier. And a chaos resist. Okay, that one's not useless at least. Damage over time multiplier. Fire and cold resistances. Increased damage with wands. Critical strike multiplier with fire skills. And increased damage over time. Damage over time. And critical strike multiplier with fire skills. It doesn't look like we've got any that are just sheer winners. Yeah, well, back to where we were doing. Back to the Northern Forest. A golden mask. Stop following me, you jerk. And there is the causeway. That's what it's supposed to do, is kind of burn everything in a line. Alright, we've got the waypoint. Way? Kishara's lockbox with Kishara's star. You don't have to be a star, baby. And now the Vol City awaits. And then the temple. Where Silk intends to, marry the spider goddess. I'm sure she's really sweet once you get to know her. But I will go through the delirium mirror and hope to not die. We'll see if I can manage that. But sadly, we also have alvas. So we'll have to ignore the alvas because we're doing delirium, and delirium needs you to just basically keep moving. And keep moving. Spooters! Spooters everywhere. Who doesn't like spooters? Me. In games. I'm fine with spooters in real life. Give me my stuff. That was it? Oh boy, that's really disappointing. I didn't quite find the optimal path, but I found a very good one, so that was nice to have that be quickly over with. Once more. Back to the hideout. I think it's a little faster loading than town. Of course, anything would be faster loading than town. I have to go back to town now, don't I? Crap. That one's worth keeping.
Farewell.
I didn't have one of those yet. A little surprised. Not like shocked surprised, but a little surprised. And we do need to go back to town because we've got to give Whalem Kishara a star because he wants it. You know, the guy, he gave me a lift a couple times. I feel like I owe him. Here you are, Whalem. Plus, I get a skill point out of it. And now, into the Vol City. Proper. A little bit over level, and we bust out our big staff and hope that that fixes everything. Superior conch effect. Lots and lots of spooters. They keep spitting at me. That's just gross. And let's go down a little bit deeper. Going down into the spider temple always is the right call. Yeah, the Temple of Decay, level 2. Let's keep going down into the Temple of Decay. Spider Gods, Decay. This is where I want to hang out. Said nobody. Ever. Sulfite. Spooders. And you know what's worse than spiders? For any arachnophobes out there, I myself am not particularly an arachnophobe, but do you know what's worse than spiders? Spiders that when they die burst into more spiders. Killed a spider at work and like 50 babies. Oh, that's just not horrifying at all. 50 babies coming out of the spider you just squished. Well, I know there are, I believe, some spider species that keep their young on their back. Which is certainly not nightmare fuel at all. God damn it! Fuck! It's my first death. And it's a bullshit one. Yeah, fuck. That pisses me off. One of those never fucking die mobs. Well, actually, they do die. They just, when you kill them, they turn into an even worse form. And I cast my spell, but it didn't go off, and that was death. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, down. This is where I died. Oh, that's what it was. Is the spiders inside the spiders. The one where I was just talking about. That's what killed me. A whole shitload of those. Again, my spell's not going off. Did I not fucking... No, it's supposed to be going off. Alright, Abyss. God, I'm disappointed, though. I'm always disappointed in any league, or any character after the first in a league that dies before finishing off Act 10. Although I have to say, so far, this build has not felt overpowered yet, so... Most of the others I've been playing, I felt overpowered. I'm not sure this one doesn't really feel it yet. Might be coming, but it's not here yet. Got about another half a level to go before we can try out the staff I've been saving up. And I believe we'll have to spend a good, valuable item to get it fully kitted out, and an expensive benchcraft on it. We need more decks and more decks. Alright, the Temple of Decay, Arakali, the Spider Goddess. And I died. What the fuck? It's the same not going off that killed me previously. Okay, I believe Arakali awaits. With great big nasty fangs. That was quick. Is she gonna eat, what's his name now? Silk. Well, he made marriage with her. I hope he enjoyed the wedding dinner. As much as she obviously did. This is really not a fast build right now. That should do it for her. That's about the slowest I've killed our Akali in forever. Hi, Sin. No, Yena, I didn't hear that. Spirit flying free. He got eaten by the spider goddess. His spirit is not floating free. He got et. Your little friend got eaten by the spider goddess. Really don't think his spirit is floating free. He got nom-nom-nommed. I have gotten several Eclipse Solarises. I do not think I need another. Conk effect. Alright, we are close. Very close indeed to getting to try out the staff. I'm not convinced. That it's going to do the deed. That I'm not missing some vital part of the build. I'm not sure what that would be. Well, part of it will be when I get Eldritch Battery, I'll be able to get a bunch of auras running. That'll help. Defense, that'll definitely help a lot. I'll get Determination and Grace going, and that'll help once I get access to Eldritch Battery. Is there anything back here? Nothing important. Well, a big freaking goddamn beetle. See, I don't suffer from arachnophobia, but I do suffer from gigantomophobia. What the hell was with that shit not going off? I was clicking in exactly the right place and it just didn't go off. I don't know what the fuck is causing that. Couldn't be me, though. That much I'm aware of. That much I know for a fact. It's not my fault. I'm out of fucking mana. But I'm not telling me that I'm out of mana. It's just letting me click on things. So it's my fault, but also the game's not doing what it normally does if you try to cast a spell with no mana and go, I'm out of mana. have to reset this map just to finish, get the stuff I need, so that I can try out the staff that I've been waiting to bust out. No, I won't. Just barely finish it here. That's level 62. And now we try out this staff and see. It should at least feel better to play in that it will have a lot more casting speed. I think I'm going to put that on it instead of the fire damage over time ult.
Good, be well.
Good to see you. Yes.
After we sell everything. You know, unless one of these turns out to be bonkers. I mean, that one's got +1 to physical spell gems, which is certainly nice. Not for this build, but more generally. Alright, we need one more level to get Eldritch Battery, at which point we'll then be able to eat up all of our mana for reservation, which will improve our defenses a lot.
Careful.
There it is. 5 linked up. Ready to rock and roll. Let's see if we just want to make sure we can keep the same things advancing. Good, none of these are vital. We'll just need like 4 blue, a green, and a red. No, just 4 blue and a. We can drop the red up there. And yeah, 4 blue and a green for now will be, and we don't need them linked up or anything. No, that's 3 blue. 4 blue and a green, please. Four blue and a 4 blue and a green, please. I don't think I'm asking for too much. Evidently, I'm asking for too much. Four blue. I'll settle for 4. Oh, no. I say I'll settle for, and there it is. Okay, so we're going to head back to the hideout. So, right now, the damage per second is 13,000, and the ignite is 12k at the cap. About 13,000. 10k at the cap. Chance to ignite is less. Do I have ignite on? I do have ignite on that. Shit. Cast speed isn't going to help the base damage. I'm going to have to, I think, call it a stream here as I try to figure out what I'm going to do. Why what I'm doing isn't working. What I'm doing wrong. As I'm very confused right now. I mean, there are a couple things I can put on it. I was going to go with cast speed because you know, a 30% increase in cast speed seems pretty good. But the other is fire damage multi. Fire damage multi, and I think I've got to go with that one. And try and get cast speed elsewhere. Oh, and I need to be 2 levels higher before I can use it. Okay, well, yeah, I am going to call it here then. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It was a bit slower going, that's for sure. Not happy with where the build is now, but it may just be that it needs like a couple more levels. And then I can use this, and I'll have Eldritch Battery so that I can improve my defenses. And we'll see what the build is then. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, for more PoE. Not sure which build I'll be playing, but it'll probably be PoE. And then Sunday night is New Year's Eve. I'll be starting a little bit later than usual. I'll be starting, I believe, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And my hope is to do a full 6 hours so that I can, 2 hours in, I can wish Happy New Year's to my friends in the Atlantic time zone, then the Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific time zones. I've done it in the past. We'll see if I can manage it again this year. I will also be enjoying adult leisure beverages. I know that shocks and surprises you because, of course, up till now, you've only seen me as a teetotaling streamer on those nights when I'm not drinking. So that'll be my plan for the next couple of days. I hope the rest of your Friday night kicks ass. I hope your weekend is great. I hope your New Year's Eve is fucking awesome, whether you're here or not. More likely, if you're not, that it'll be awesome. And that your New Year's Day goes great and your new year goes even better. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great Friday night. Take care and ciao for now. Good night, guys.